Hi everyone and welcome. In this video we will see how we can use our Arduino as a PLC and how to control this Modbus IO card using our Arduino. Okay, so I have connected my Arduino with this Modbus IO card using this converter. So this converter is MX485 TTL to RS485 converter. So whatever the data Arduino will send to this converter will convert those data into RS485 and it will send data to this Modbus IO card. And this Modbus IO card is brought to you by the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited, and they are the manufacturer of this card. Okay, so here I am using my Arduino as a PLC. So this Arduino will send the data to this Modbus IO card to turn on and off the digital output 1 at every 1 second. So that is why you can see here my green LED will turn on and off at every 1 second. Okay, and I have programmed my digital output 4 to turn on whenever the sensor value gets high. Okay, and the sensor is connected to the DI1. Okay, so whenever my sensor value gets high, the red LED should on. Okay, you can see on the screen. So I have programmed everything in the Arduino and the Arduino is controlling everything. Okay, so there is no need of PLC to control this Modbus IO card. So you can also use Arduino to control your small scale application with this Modbus IO card. Okay, now let's see the diagram how I have connected everything. So this is the diagram. Okay, so this is our Modbus IO card, which is brought to you by the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited. This Modbus IO card is having a slave ID of 1. Okay, and the basic Modbus communication parameters like baud rate 9600, data bits 8, parity none, and the stop bit 1. Okay, so I have connected this proximity sensor to the DI1, and I have connected one LED to the DO1 and one LED to the DO4. So my DO1 LED, I mean the green LED. Okay, so this green LED is connected to the DO1. Okay, so Arduino will turn on and off this green LED at every 1 second, and whenever my sensor sends something, the Arduino will turn on the red LED. Okay, so that thing I have programmed in the Arduino. Okay, it will read the status of this sensor, and according to the status it will turn on and off the DO4. Okay, and you can see the wiring diagram of this MX485 TTL to RS485 and Arduino, that how they are connected. Okay, so this is how I have connected these three things. Okay, I hope this thing is clear, and this is the Arduino coding. So I have defined the library and the pin number. Okay, I have defined the status, I have created object, and then I have created two functions for pre-transmission and the post-transmission. You can also get the basic function in the examples, okay, in this library examples. Then after I have my while setup function here, I have write digital pin 8 as a 5 volt because I am using it for power up this converter. Okay, MX485 TTL to RS485 converter. Then after we can see serial.begin 9600 because this Modbus device, this Modbus IO card is having a serial communication baud rate of 9600. Okay, so that is why I have used 9600 in the code, and this device is having a slave ID of 1, so that is why I have used here slave ID as 1. Okay, if your device is having other slave ID other than 1, then you can change those things here. Okay, this will remain as it is. And then after while loop, so in the while loop we have written our main code that we will change the state of my first coil at every 1 second. So you can see the state, here, it's a true by default. So we will change the state at every 1 second, and based on the state my LED, okay, my green LED will turn on and off at every certain second. So right now it's a 1 second. Okay, and then after what we are doing is we are reading the coil status. So you can see 004. So 004 means my DI1. Okay, so I am reading my DI1 status. If it is off, okay, if it is off, then there is something present on the sensor. Okay, so it will turn on my red LED, and if it is high, then there is no device present or there is no object present on the sensor, so it will turn this LED into the off state. Okay, so that is what we have programmed here. You can see from here to here I have programmed this. Okay, so my coil value is false, so means there is some object present on the sensor. Okay, so whenever the object gets present on the sensor, the coil 4 is become 0. Okay, because this is the NPN sensor. Okay, so the output will be 0 of that sensor. So whenever it is false, it means some part is present on the sensor. So at that time I want to turn on this red LED. Okay, so that program I have done here, and whenever the coil value is high or there is no part present on the sensor, I want to turn it off. Okay, so that I have programmed here. So you can connect multiple sensors here, because we have 4 digital inputs here and we have 4 digital outputs here. Okay, so you can connect multiple sensors. There is no problem with that, and you can write your code according to that. So whenever you want to turn it on, you can turn it on. Whenever you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. Or you want some timer things, you can also do that. So everything is possible with this Modbus IO card, because it's compatible with every other system like Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Python. Okay, in the future also we will cover how to control this device using Python language, because once you do it with the Python, then you can do the same thing in the Raspberry Pi. So you can also control this card with the Raspberry Pi once you've done your programming in the Python. Okay, so that thing is possible. So this code, I mean, you are seeing the Arduino code on the screen. So this code I have loaded into the Arduino, and I have made the connection according to this diagram. Okay, so then after it is working absolutely fine. So you will get this code and this diagram in the GitHub repository. I will provide the GitHub repository link in the description of this video. Okay, so this is how our Arduino can work as a PLC. It will turn on and off my green LED at every 1 second, and it will turn on my red LED whenever sensor is high. Okay, so right now my sensor is high, so it will turn on the red LED. If my sensor is off, it will turn off it. Okay, whenever the part present, LED is on. Whenever there is no part, LED is off. Okay, so you can program your Arduino as per your requirement, and you can use this Modbus IO card to control your industrial applications. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to you. And this MX485 to MX485 TTL to RS485 converter is a very cheap. Okay, you can get it by $50 or in Indian 30 rupees. Okay, so this is very cheap, so you can control your expensive industrial machinery with this Modbus IO card by saving your PLC cost. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to you, and if you still have any doubt or any question, then you can ping me on WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, anywhere, and you can buy this card from the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited website. I will provide the website detail and the salesperson number in the description of this video. Also, you can see that on the screen. So we will meet you in the future videos, and in the future videos we are going to control this Modbus IO card with the Python. Okay, so once we control this Modbus IO card with the Python, then we can control this Modbus IO card from any other devices like Raspberry Pi or any other embedded device which support the Python programming. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear, and if you still have any doubt or any question, then you know where to ask. So see you till the next video, and till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.